I was recently reminded through a post about a user named Joe M4 on the cryptocurrency subreddit that bought the top 10 cryptocurrencies in January of 2019. They've been posting the results of their initial $1,000 investment every month for the past 55 months. And that got me thinking, do any crypto index funds exist? And if so, what do they consist of? So I immediately took to Google to find out. The only one that I found that would be closest to anything I would ever put money into is the Bitwise 10 Crypto Index Fund. But that fund itself had assets that I personally would never want to own. There's also the fact that I wouldn't actually own the assets at all. Bitwise would. So that made me dive even further down the rabbit hole. How would I, as someone that's been in the crypto market for 11 years, build my own crypto mutual fund? Today, I'm going to share with you the cryptocurrencies that I would buy if I were starting a crypto index fund. But the fun doesn't stop there. I actually put my money where my mouth is and already put $1,000 into this fund that I created. Each month, I plan to update you all on how this fund is performing. Depending on market conditions, I may even add US dollars to these positions. But I will never add or subtract any of the crypto assets that I've added to this portfolio. For this fund, I've picked 7 cryptocurrencies that I think are going to perform extremely well over the next 10 years. But please, keep in mind that nothing in this video is financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. Before we begin, let's go over some terminology. What is a mutual fund, and specifically, what is an index fund? A mutual fund is a company that pools money from many investors and invests the money in securities such as stocks, bonds, and short-term debt. The combined holdings of the mutual fund are known as its portfolio. Investors buy shares in mutual funds. Each share represents an investor's part ownership in the fund and the income it generates. An index fund is a type of mutual fund or exchange-traded fund that seeks to track the returns of a market index. A market index measures the performance of a basket of securities like stocks or bonds, which is meant to represent a sector of a stock market or of an economy. So obviously, what I have here is not actually an index fund because I am the only investor involved. But if others were to invest in a product like this, then it would be an index fund of sorts. You might have already figured this out, but mutual funds are not for short-term gains. They're definitely for longer holding positions. Many people use mutual funds as a way to invest into their IRA or their retirement funds. For my fund, I decided to go with a low to medium risk tolerance. The pillars I set for my picks are longevity, proven sustained growth, innovation, and backing. Now obviously it's hard to hit every single one of those pillars, but I did my best to pick cryptos that I think come closest to hitting all 4. Here's an exact breakdown of the fund itself. As you can see, I decided to reduce risk by giving Bitcoin and Ethereum more weight. In this case, I have Bitcoin and Ethereum at 25% each in this fund, making up 50% of the entire index. The other 5 assets are Polygon, Avalanche, Cardano, Chainlink, and Rollbit. Now you might be scratching your head on that last one, but I put out a video yesterday talking about why I believe the token has the potential to 100x its current price. Check it out if you'd like to find out more information about it. I also wanted to use Rollbit as a way to potentially make even more profit for the shareholders. Me. After all, without risk, there is no reward. Bitcoin and Ethereum are 2 of the most obvious choices for any type of fund like this. But why did I choose Polygon, Avalanche, Chainlink, Cardano, and Rollbit? Cardano has been taking strides since its inception to stand out above the rest of the cryptocurrency market. They were the largest proof-of-stake project immediately after launching their main net. They're also led by somebody who will do whatever it takes to make sure that this is a successful blockchain. For those reasons, I think there's going to be sustained growth with Cardano. Chainlink is the most utilized and integrated aspect of the entire cryptocurrency market. Blockchains use Chainlink's oracles as a way to process data off-chain. Because of that, this one was a no-brainer for me. Avalanche is taking an innovative approach of utilizing subnets to make sure that the base layer of the protocol doesn't get overloaded with spam or overload their RPCs. They also have a very dedicated community. Polygon has really dove into zero-knowledge proofs. On top of that, they also have one of the best business development teams that I've seen in the cryptocurrency sector. For that reason alone, I think they deserve a spot in this portfolio. As I said before, I'll track the status of this index fund and share it with you each month for the next coming years. If you guys really like this idea, I might even put together a degen index fund. That might be fun. Let me know in the comments section though if that's something that you're interested in. And if you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to hit that like button. It costs you nothing, but it helps me out tremendously. That's gonna be it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Crypto Clay, out.